5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Pull it together. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist, 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 twist. Check, check, check. Run. Check 31.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Olivier Vernon has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Good. 180. I got it. Man left, man left. 3 down. I got it.
Play fake. Mayfield. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A first down throw from Mayfield. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
They can't stop us. They cannot hold us down.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Mayfield finding Beckham, and he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 27 yards there, a first down. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10, and he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it's a second down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns.
No, possession's on. Possession's on. Go. Go.
Final play of the half here, Mariota. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They try to set up the bubble screen here. It's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And again, it's Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Mayfield with it once more. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 31 yards there and a first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 18-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Connor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
Let's go, baby.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Mayfield to throw it. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. They'll run on first down. Connor, and he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. Let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. J.J. Nelson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. They were looking for Johnson that time. Following the interception, Mayfield. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. Mayfield down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Bud Dupree. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Seibert's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns. Now it's a 21-point game. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mack Wilson racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll be taken down at the 18. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. Throw it, Mariota. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Mack Wilson, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Mariota. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Myles Garrett. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. Mayfield. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw Mariota. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. To throw again on 2nd down, Mariota. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On 1st down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down. It was Joe Hayden, the former Pro Bowler, that came up to get him down. They run it again with Chubb, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's good for the Browns. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire